love you.
I know.
Hello, back again, and with another review. And this time I decided to do something more like a classic review. So this is a blast from the past. This figure is made by Sideshow as part of their Heroes in Rebellion series, part of a Star Wars series, and it's one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite actors, Han Solo in Bespin fatigues. Empire Strikes Back is definitely my favorite of the three original Star Wars movies. You know, I don't count 1, 2, and 3. I'm a fan of 4, 5, and 6. This is the side of the box. And the back of the box. I'm going to be pretty harsh and pretty... just like a fan would be, I guess, towards this review of this figure. Especially with what Hot Toys has been coming out with lately. So, this is the box. You open the flap like most Sideshow figures are nowadays. And he comes with his accessories on one side and the display stand. And then he's in the other. So, let's pull him out and see what he looks like. Alright, well, he looks like the figure in the box. Paint apps are pretty good for Sideshow. Does he look like Harrison Ford? Not quite. I think Sideshow just didn't nail it, and a lot of people say that Harrison Ford is a hard likeness to basically capture. I mean, he looks definitely like this. The lips are kind of wet. I mean, it's a good job to look like this, but doesn't really capture that likeness. I don't know if you can see it, but that's Harrison Ford back there. A lot of complaints. The eyebrows are too bushy, which is hard to see in this lighting or with this camera. And the hair color is wrong, I guess. But I think he just looks a little bit too chunky. They didn't quite nail it. But as far as a figure is concerned, it's pretty good. I mean, this is his on the old Buck body, the old Sideshow Buck body, which had all the same hands that look like this. And they just used that same body until just recently when they switched it up for Indiana Jones. The outfit, I think, is really good. I mean, that's probably definitely the best thing about this. Other than that, it's the sculpt that really knocks it down a lot of points. I like the details is make it look like metal and stuff, and all the little accessories he has on his belt. And it did an okay job. It's just they just didn't quite nail this head sculpt quite right. The Buck body is pretty stiff. I don't know if you can hear it, but it has that little, it's making a noise. And it's very typical. I mean, my first 12-inch figure was Frankenstein, Sideshow's Frankenstein when it first came out, and he was pretty stiff like this. And then it got worse with the Wolfman, the Lon Chaney, the first one, the Wolfman. It was really stiff but had an action pose, so you couldn't really put him in poses, at least the one I had. And of course they all had the same hands. Hadn't had a Sideshow figure in a really long time, so one of the things I didn't notice, because the older figures, the first ones that came out didn't have this, but they have a little ball joint at the end of the wrist there, so that you can move the hand in different directions. Let me pop it back on here. One sec. Okay, so like I said, you can move it up and down a little bit, left and right, and the hands are much softer. In the older Sideshow toys, the hands were stiff, hard plastic, so you couldn't even remove the hands and switch them out for other hands, which was a new thing in 2005 when this figure was released. I mean, to me that's new. I was used to old hands where they're hard, and it's a huge improvement. I think that's pretty good for Sideshow moving up compared to their first figures. To be honest, I mean, I got this figure as part of a deal because I have Jabba's throne and I needed the Salacious Crumb pack. So I was looking at pictures of him, and out of all the Han Solo figures I've seen of this type, this one that I got the seller from, had the best paint job. I liked it. I thought it was clean, everything was good, and it was a good deal. I got both of them for a good price. So if you guys are ever thinking about getting this, and as I said before, it doesn't have his likeness at all, really. But it's cool to have a Bespin Han. I mean, unless someone sculpts a better head or you find a better head somewhere, this isn't too bad. Or unless Medicom releases one or something, you could always switch out the clothes or make your own head sculpt. I mean, I wouldn't mind actually probably having him on a shelf, maybe. But yeah. There you go, Han Solo.